Hey, what's up guys and welcome to Anime King 2, and today I'm going to be giving you part 35 of Uchiha Naruto the Sage. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual, share this to all of your friends on your social media platform, and also on my main channel tonight I'm going to be posting what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu, and also what if Naruto went back in time. So after this, go ahead and check out my main channel, and if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and click that red subscribe button and join the Anime King family and be a part of the channel. Thank you all for your support and help. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. To do a bit of a recap from the last part, Naruto defeated Orochimaru and the Sun 4. He then returned back to Konoha with Karin as he gave her his old apartment. He was going to live in the Uchiha compound. After return to Konoha, he was summoned at the Hokage's office, where Tsunade started to ask him a whole heap of questions. Naruto didn't answer some of them, and he answered some. We left off the last part where Jiraiya asked Naruto if he knew about the Akatsuki. So if you guys haven't yet, switch across and check it out on the playlist if you're new. And yeah, let's get straight into this new episode. I will give you profile on all Akatsuki members, minus the leader of course, said Naruto. What? Jiraiya said as he was surprised. You know all of them? I have been searching for years, and I don't know all of the members. Jiraiya said Naruto. By now, you must have gotten a tip on where the leader of the Akatsuki is located. Yes, I was planning to check on that lead in a week, Jiraiya said proudly, as he was proud to find out where the leader of the Akatsuki was located. Don't go there. He will kill you, said Naruto. What? Said Jiraiya. If you enter the Rain Village, the leader of the Akatsuki will kill you. How do you know that? Asked Jiraiya. He defeated Hanzo, the man who you Sanins couldn't defeat in your prime, the man who gave you all that title, and the leader did it so easily. Both Tsunade and Jiraiya were shocked just how strong this leader was. If he was able to defeat Hanzo easily, if he's that strong, then I have more reason to go there. If you wish to die, then go. It's your funeral, said Naruto. Last time I heard about the Rain Village, it was locked in a civil war. Lately, no spies come and go outside the village. So, how do you know all of this, Naruto? Tsunade asked, while Jiraiya just looked at Naruto. Naruto chose to ignore her question. Now that all of that is done with, Naruto said, completely blowing away the question, I have a request. As both of them looked at him, which is, Tsunade asked, I need to have the same rights as Jiraiya. What? Said Tsunade, as Jiraiya was shocked as well. Why? Asked Tsunade. I need to be able to come and go out the village with no trouble. I also need to get into other villages without too much questions. Why? Tsunade asked. Same reasons as Jiraiya, said Naruto. Jiraiya is a Sannin. He also brings valuable intel to the village. I am stronger than Jiraiya, and I was just giving you intel that he did not get hold of. Tsunade blinked as she looked at Naruto. What did you just say? She asked. Naruto didn't answer her. Is it a question of my loyalty? Are you afraid what the elders would say? He asked. Tsunade scoffed at Naruto's words. First, I will discuss it with Jiraiya, as she eyed her teammate. I believe that is all, Naruto said before looking at Jiraiya. Jiraiya, if you get any ideas. I was not telling you to stay away from the Rain Village because I would be sad by your death. The only thing matter is that your death will be Not good for Konoha power. Minato, Saratobi, they have all died. If you also die, Konoha will be in a weak state. So, personally, I don't care if you die or you live. As he then turned and disappeared in a swirl of flames, as Tsunade turned to Jiraiya, seeing that he was sad after Naruto's words. After the meeting, Naruto went back to the Uchiha compound as he saw Sasuke reading something, but he did not bother to ask because he really didn't care what it was. Naruto then walked up to Sasuke as they used Naruto's Sunshine as they teleported to the house where Karin was. Meanwhile, Karin was sitting down as she seemed bored. Naruto and Sasuke then appeared. This place is more protected than the compound. I heard it was, said Sasuke as Kakashi told him that the village was wary of Naruto and Anbu tried to break in, but they couldn't because Naruto had up a protective barrier seal. Meanwhile they were talking, Karin acted like she didn't see them. Naruto then turned, Sasuke, this is Uzumaki Karin, said Naruto, introducing the girl to Sasuke. As Sasuke introduced himself to Karin, as she then flushed a bit, seeing his face. Sasuke and Naruto sit down. Karin, this one you can trust, Naruto said. As Naruto had no doubt that Sasuke would spill anything he tell him to anyone. Karin just nodded with a smile. Before the Anbu came, I was telling you about the secrets in the scrolls, but those are not too dangerous. The main thing is the secret in the Naka shrine. Sasuke nodded, but you did say that there were some forbidden techniques in those scrolls. We cannot have non-Uchihas have that kind of information. I agree, Naruto said. Since in the next meeting, I will tell the elders to burn all of the scrolls in their possession, since they have Uchiha property and they are not Uchihas. Sasuke nodded after hearing this. So, about restoring the clan, Naruto looked at Sasuke as Sasuke raised an eyebrow. Are you ready to start doing that? Have you already found suitable females for that? Naruto asked as Sasuke looked at him with a surprised look on his face. Well, no, Sasuke replied nervously. Hey, you are making it sound like you just want women so you can use them and recreate your clan, Karin said. You can't do something like that. Sasuke, if you want to restore your clan, you have to do it with someone you love, she said. From what I have heard from him, as she pointed at Naruto, I don't think he understands that. I don't really think he understands love, she said. Naruto simply raised an eyebrow at her words, but he did not say anything. Sasuke, have you ever been in love? Karin asked. No, Sasuke replied shortly. Oh, said Karin. He has never been interested in females. All he cared about was his ambition, Naruto said. You are the one to speak. All the time we were on Team 7, all the girls that show you interest, you simply looked at them with annoyance, said Sasuke back to Naruto. Karin found herself laughing. How long have you two been like this? I mean, like this as friends, she asked again. To tell you the truth, I never liked him a few years ago. In fact, I hated him. He also told me he hated me, but that all changed when I found out that he was part of my clan. Really? Karin said, as Naruto said nothing, as his expression returned to what it was always, just blank. Yes, Sasuke said with a nod. That does not matter for now. As we were saying, restore the clan. That can be dealt with after a few issues. Karin sighed. Naruto was no fun. At least White Zetsu was fun when he wasn't annoying her. There are just the two of us, but it matters not. We are members of the Uchiha clan. Someone has to take the clan head seat at the next council meeting. Sasuke nodded. My father was a previous head clan, so the title should be inherited by me. But after dealing with those council, I don't think that I can deal with them again. You are more suitable to deal with them, he suggested. Naruto nodded. It did not matter to him who took the seat. Fine, Naruto said. What are you going to be doing? He asked. That is what I wanted to talk to you about, Sasuke said as his face turned serious. As you know, the Uchiha founded the Konoha Military Police Force. After the massacre, the organization became dead because it consisted mostly of Uchihas. I want the organization to be rebuilt and be the head of the organization. Naruto was thoughtful for a moment before speaking. The Uchiha did not. Rather, Senju Tobirama found it. He was the one who created it and handed it to the Uchiha clan. Naruto corrected Sasuke. Well, regardless, this would be a good opportunity for you to know everything that happened in Konoha, said Naruto. Yes, the council just have to approve it, said Sasuke. Yes, we will convince them to approve it, Naruto said. But you do know that you can't run the force without members. I was thinking of asking the Hokage to give me few shinobis for the military force after we get the council to approve it. I doubt that Tsunade would give you anyone strong unless they volunteer. She would probably give you some genins and a few chunins, the weaker ones, Naruto stated. Well, it does not matter, said Sasuke. They can always be trained. You have thought this through, Naruto said, looking directly at Sasuke. I have, Sasuke said. I will help you with the training, Naruto said as he got a nod from Sasuke. I believe that is all. You can go. I have a few things to discuss with Karin. Sasuke looked at Karin for a moment before shrugging as he walked away from the duo without another word. Naruto then turned to Karin. I have already discussed with you why I brought you here and why I want you to live here. And you understood my reasons, he asked. Yes, but I never asked for this, she said as the last part was a whisper. It does not matter. What matters is that I want you to be safe and secured. You have never trained to be a shinobi, despite your special chakra, your sensory ability, and your Uzumaki genes. Karin nodded nervously under Naruto's gaze. I will have to change that, Naruto said to the girl. What? You want me to train? No way, she said. Karin, Naruto said calmly to the girl, who was now standing on her feet, glaring at him. You have the stamina to perform your angry outbursts and the Uzumaki blood inside of you. You were also able to tear apart a white Zetsu clone in one of your episodes. If you divert all that energy into training, you will be strong enough to defend yourself. I can't defend myself just the way I am. Can you? You might be able to sense enemies coming towards you, but how will you do anything if there is a lot and they corner you? Karin sighed and sat down. Naruto was an example of that. He had caught her even though she sensed him coming for her. I cannot always protect you. I cannot be everywhere. That is why I need you to be strong enough so you can protect yourself in difficult situations, said Naruto. Karin said nothing. You have always been sheltered in Orochimaru's hideout. Never know to defend yourself. My mother was a fully blood Uzumaki like you. She was strong, capable of handling herself well. She was very good with seal, even teach the Yondaime Hokage some of them. Naruto then paused for a moment. I want you to carry that Uzumaki name proudly. I want you to be a real Uzumaki. Karin then sighed, but this time in defeat. Fine, she said. Good, I will begin your training in a few days, after I claim my inheritance. Karin did not ask what his inheritance was. So, what exactly are you going to teach me? She asked. Basic Fuin Jutsu. The rest you will learn yourself. Basic Taijutsu. You will also find a way to use a special chakra of yours without someone biting you. Karin sighed in relief. At least it wasn't anything more damaging to her body. What was she saying? Almost all of her body was already covered in bite marks. Naruto stood up from his seat. You should go and get some food before sun sets. And also some new clothes. Burn everything in my room. I won't have use for anything there. I don't even know where to buy the food, said Karin. Naruto shrugged. Just walk around. You will find what you need. It will be a good experience for you as well. Naruto walked towards the bathroom. The teleportation seals he used to use to go to the hideout were still in place. He will have to remove it since he no longer lives here. He then removed it as he walked away. Soon, you will have to learn a teleportation jutsu. It would make things really easier to get to where he wanted and not to have to travel for that long. Naruto then left Karin as he went back to the Uchiha compound. Later that day, Uchiha was nervous. She had heard that Naruto came back to the village and she wanted to see him. Kakashi had been kind enough to tell her that he had saw the blonde at the Uchiha compound. Even at the Anvo HQ, they were also talking about his return. She had been told that he had returned for a few hours now, as she didn't know what she would say to him. What could I say, she said to herself. Hey Naruto, I missed you, and I just wanted to see how you're doing. No, I can't say that, she said. Hey Naruto, I have been thinking about you ever since you left me and went on your way. No, I could not say something like that, she said again. So, for the past few hours, she has been thinking of what she must say to him when she show up at his door. As she already know how he would react, he would just stare at her with a raised eyebrow, and that would make things really uncomfortable. So, over the past few hours, she had found nothing and decided just go. She went to his house and did not find him. She saw the red-haired woman at his house. Thoughts quickly ran through her head as she wondered if this was his girlfriend. But she got over them and politely asked where Naruto was. And the girl told her that he was at the Uchiha compound. With that, she quickly excused herself, as right now she was in the Uchiha residence. Uchiha stood at the only house that she sensed chakra signature inside. As she sighed nervously, she then knocked at the door. She only did it once, as she couldn't do it again, as she felt so nervous. As she wanted to turn around and leave, seeing that no one was coming, she decided to wait, as she took a deep breath. After a minute, the door then opened. Uchiha, said Sasuke, as he looked at the woman in front of him. Hello Sasuke, Uchiha greeted with a smile. Is Naruto here? I went to his house and was told that he was here. He's here, Sasuke said. Come in, I'll call him. No, I am not here to stay long. I will be fine here, she said. Sasuke shrugged and walked away from her. A few minutes later, Uchiha heard heavy footsteps coming down the stairs as they were in motions with their heartbeat, as she knew that was Naruto. Just as she had thought, Naruto came at the door and looked at her with a raised eyebrow. Uchiha, he said. As Uchiha knew that he was just asking what she wanted, he didn't bother to ask, he just said her name. Hello Naruto, she managed to say without stuttering. I was just checking on you. Naruto simply nodded. She had expected that much from him and nothing else, but she was at complete surprise when he spoke. It is good to see that you're well, he said. She smiled slightly, forgetting that Naruto was still in front of her. Well, anyways, I was wondering if we can get something to eat tomorrow night. Me and you, she said, with much confidence. Naruto didn't think of it. Sure, he said, as she was at complete surprise. He really said yes. Then she saw something that shocked her. Naruto had a little smile on his face. She had never seen his smile before. It was new, and she liked how the look it gave his face. As she started to blush, she quickly spun around. I will see you tomorrow, she said, sounding very happy. She then was about to leave as she stopped and turned around to face Naruto. Please don't wear your armor, she said, as she then disappeared. As Naruto stood there as a smile left his face, he then closed the door as he went back inside. He took a few steps to the stairs before stopping as Sasuke spoke. So, you're going on a date tomorrow? What? What gives you that idea? Said Naruto. Sasuke had a book in his hand as Sasuke raised his hand to show Naruto the title on the cover page. Perhaps, Naruto said as he went back upstairs. Somewhere deep within Konoha. So, it is true, one of the two people said as they were walking to an elderly man sitting on the throne. Yes, the other one said. I heard that he came back with a red-haired woman. That is also true, the man on the throne said. My root agents have informed me that she was working with Orochimaru. He must have picked her up when he destroyed Orochimaru bases 2 months ago. Yes, then that means there is something special about her why he took her, said one of the persons in front of the man on the throne. No doubt he won't tell anyone about it, the other said. He also won't allow her to be touched, the man on the throne said. If we send out agents, we will just be sending them to death. Yes, the man on the throne said. He knows that we won't move against her. That is why he allows her to stay alone. Then we will have to use our power to get her. One of the others said. I have already planned something. As then there was silence. You know that Sasuke didn't know about the scrolls, so he must be the one that told him. I once spoke to him before he left, and he flat out told me that he knows things that he shouldn't. He is also aware about the Uchiha massacre, yes, said one of the others. He's becoming a threat, so we should deal with him. As the three of them nodded towards themselves. The next morning, Naruto looked at his clock. It was already morning. It felt like he had just been sleeping for an hour. He then got out of bed as he was wearing nothing but a blue pants, nothing else. As he walked over to his gun bay, he then ran through hand signs and then picked it up. As the gun bay started to glow, he then bit his thumb and wiped the blood on the gun bay. He then put his 2 hands on the ground as he pumped chakra as a sealing array surrounded him. He then took up the gun bay that was glowing as he hit the ground, and him and the gun bay vanished. In the hideout, Naruto appeared in the center. He went over and left the gun bay in one of the rooms as he was still wearing nothing but his pants. He walked for a few minutes before reaching a large room that could only be described as a lab. Zetsu was already in there. As he turned to Naruto and spoke, I cannot believe that you can still walk like that, he said. Just barely, said Naruto. So, is it ready? Naruto asked. Yes, I should give you the rest of it today, said Zetsu. As Naruto walked over to a pot, it was steaming. You should wait until it cooled. It doesn't matter if it's cool or cold, said Naruto, as he took up the pot and poured it in a cup and drank it down. By the look on his face, you could tell that it was bitter. Zetsu just nodded. Naruto was the one that got all the herbs. Zetsu was just told to cook it, so he knew nothing. After a second, Naruto's eyes activated as he felt a lot better now. You did not tell me what happened last night, Naruto asked, as Zetsu said, you told me to do the herbs, so I left my position. So, how are things going? Naruto asks. Well, she hasn't started yet. Make sure everything starts in a week, said Naruto. I cannot have my schedule being mixed up. But guys, I'm going to be ending this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you already know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below and turn on that bell notification. And remember, I'm going to be posting what if Kurama gave Naruto a dojutsu. So remember to go ahead and check that out and enjoy. And also, what if Naruto went back in time? So check that out as well on my main channel tonight. So yeah, for now, I'm out. Peace.